The Meadowview Homeowners Association had a serious erosion problem and needed assistance. The USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service and other government agencies joined forces with the community to create a successful solution.
Okay, my name is Terry Biancardi. I am on the board of directors with the Meadowview Community Association, and I've been the project lead for the association for this project for the last couple years. My interest began when in 2013 we had a tragedy just downstream from here. A little boy and his best friend were digging in the banks of this creek, and they were trying to build a fort, and it collapsed on them and one of them suffocated. And I was really hit hard by that at the time because I had a daughter about the same age, and I really like kids to play outside and play in creeks, and it just really concerned me that that kind of thing could just happen on our doorstep. The state of the creek was a problem that was not of our making, but it was entirely our liability. And the set of challenges that homeowners face in dealing with that sort of thing were phenomenal.
I'm Bob Hewitt. I'm the district conservationist in San Jacinto, California. And we're here at Meadowview Homeowners Association property to do some conservation work. They have about 400 acres of community property. Along the way, we saw that they had an erosion problem on the stream banks. They had vertical banks, maybe 10 feet tall or higher, and they wanted to see if we could cut those banks back and make them safe. And we got the contractor started a few weeks ago. Right now they've regraded all the slopes back to 3-to-1 slopes. We put in all of the diversions and water barbs that we were planning to do. And right now we're trying to get that done with the compost wattles. The compost wattles will be composed of about 50% soil, 50% compost, and then there'll be on the top 2 wattles we'll have seed included in that. We worked in partnership with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to make some improvements to the wildlife habitat in this 400-acre property. We ended up getting the Bureau of Reclamation. We had the Army Corps engineers. We had water quality control. We had Temecula City of Temecula Planning Department. We had the Rancho Water District because we have some major pipelines going through our work area. And we had the Team RCD as well. And SAWA, an organization of RCDs in this area, came and did some of the vegetation exotic plant removal. And so all these projects together added up to a good-sized project for us to do.
And the Natural Resources Conservation Service is the only entity that could help us at the scale that we needed, to deal with such a phenomenal problem. And so NRCS was able to come in and design a project and then go get that all-important engineer stamp. Until we had that engineer stamp, until we had a project, we couldn't begin to do any work. They also contributed some resources, but still we were short financially in terms of rectifying the situation. But once we had that project from NRCS, we were able to bring in other partners. I'm hopeful that we'll see many more of these kinds of bioengineered projects. Now, we couldn't begin to do this without the technical assistance of all of our partners, but I'm super impressed that the county has entrusted us, just a bunch of scrappy homeowners, with installing the restoration upon which the success of this entire project depends.